Alright, so basically, if you have heard of the news, that the Dynamo and Lizzo recently got their Flipdecks. However, there are a lot of customers that actually got their Flipdecks recently. Mr. Bonogmy and Oklani. These were the only two Flipdecks that were actually released. So basically, Matt and Tony didn't do these Flipdecks for a very long time. I saw them on the Wikipedia and I've noticed that there were many characters that were going to get Flipdecks, except for the KCP winners, which were Nai, Mesa, and Keaton. Nai, Mesa, and Keaton were actually KCP winners. They were created by someone else, not Matt and Tony, for your information. They were also not going to get their Flipdecks as well. So basically, the closest who are actually going to get Flipdecks are Rolly, Petrona, and Yuko. They're the only three closest that they're going to get Flipdecks. Ever since Flipline had released their Flipdecks in 2014, there were lots and lots of Flipdecks that were from Papa Louie when Pizzas Attack all the way until Scooperia HD. But that doesn't really count as KCP winners because none of the KCP winners will get their Flipdecks as confirmed by Flipline. And I've noticed this and I read about it before. And as well as this, we're missing some Flipdecks for some customers as well that appeared in the app games, from Pancakeria to go to Cluckeria to go. The Bot Boys also had their Flipdecks as well because they were from Papa's Cluckeria to go. But we're still missing some Flipdecks for the rest of the customers, excluding the KCP winners as well. So there were actually three closest and the rest of the customers who are regular customers, and one is a Bortworth from Guy Mortadello. And eventually Guy Mortadello had invented a Botworth for the chicken competition as well, but he lost. According to Duke Gotcha in the news broadcast, if you reach rank 31 Halloween, you could see Duke Gotcha announcing that Guy Mortadello's restaurant was shut down due to health violations as well. But Guy Mortadello actually did have a Flipdeck earlier because it was confirmed that he was the one that stole Rudy and Scarlett's instruments in Papa's Cheeseria and To Go. He was arrested later by Hank as well. As well as this Bonnie and Yolanda along with Yavata and I'm not sure who's the name of a partner. They don't really have Flipdecks yet, but we're still waiting for it. So I'm not really gonna give out spoilers, alright? But I know recently when I saw the Wikipedia for the Flipline's news page, because I wasn't blocked, I thought 3 years ago and somehow I got the street strike. And luckily for that, I didn't get blocked again. So I promise not to mess this thing up again. And if I really need help, I can ask the staff, Okay. Alright. So eventually, that's all you really need to know about the Flipdecks for the recent customers that got their Flipdecks earlier this year. We're actually missing some people such as Spritz the Clown, Boopsy and Bill, KCO, Draxon, Daniela, Caleb, Evelyn, Rolly, CJ Friskins, Petrona, Pally, Simone, Didar. Yes, they were all created by Matt and Tony except for Keaton as well. Treble, Yuko, Chase, Budwin, and Amira. They're the only ones that were missing Flipdecks as well. Oklani is actually the only person that got her Flipdeck, and it was known that Oklani had lived with her aunt Malika, but her aunt is never mentioned in the games. It's similar to Rudy's Flipdeck where his mother is mentioned, but it doesn't tell what's his mother's name, so no one else will know about it. As well as this, let me tell you something. Now, Oklani does live in Calypso Island, along with the rest of them. She also favors Summer Luau as well, but that won't change because she's the only person that favors Summer Luau along with the others. Chuck and Nevada are the only ones that favor Summer. They won't change a holiday as well. Christmas, same thing, will never change because Santa favors it. Thanksgiving won't change because Sienna actually appears in it and she's a non-regular customer. Hank will sometimes appear in it, but if he's a closer, then he'll favors all of it. So we're actually missing a lot of Flipdecks from these customers except for the KCP winners. The 3 closest will also be included because they were actually created by Matt and Tony themselves. Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I think that's all for the news right now. And yeah, so